At SpecialEffect, we are often asked to help people to optimise their access to video games using a single hand on a standard controller. There are two main ways we can do this. One is by remapping the buttons, and secondly, it's by adding accessible switches. In this video, we're going to look at two ways that we can access racing titles on PlayStation 4. Firstly, we will be using your left hand, and then we'll go over to the right hand. So in racing games, the typical controls you need are left stick for your steering, and you need your left and right trigger. Sometimes you have your bumpers, and then your face buttons can be for changing camera and to look out the back of the car. But to do this one-handed, we can go into accessibility settings and change the buttons around. So you go into enable custom button assignments, and from here we basically want to swap your left and right trigger over. And then within the game, to give us the option to change our camera view, the face buttons which are on the right of the controller, to bring them to the left, I'm going to map them to the D-pad. So now I will be able to look out the rear view screen, and I'll be able to change camera and steer and do accelerate and brake all on the left side. Okay, so that's all my buttons reassigned. Now we can go into the game. So now the setup we've got is we've added this single switch, and this is going to act as my brake. So the controls I currently have: accelerate on the left trigger, I have my camera change, I have my rear view, and then I have my steer. So if I press accelerate, now you can watch my terrible steering. If I want to brake, I can just come off. And the good thing about switches is they can be positioned to any small movement you have on your body. So some people use their head, some people can use their feet, some people use their fingers, their elbows, you name it, we can probably put a switch there.
And now we'll be looking at accessibility options for use with just the right hand. So it's actually possible to swap the sticks over so that you can use your right hand on the right analog stick for steering with driving games such as Project Cars. To do this, in the PlayStation menu, go to the settings and then to accessibility. Scroll down to the button assignments to enable button assignments, and then select customize button assignments. Once selected, then select the right stick icon, make it the left stick, and then confirm it. The stick's functions will now be swapped. So the left analog stick is now mapped to the right analog stick, so you can just use this to move around. To further control the buttons for hard to reach places, you can add accessibility switches to emulate these. Here we added a switch to act as the change view for your driving. As before, we are using the Don Johnson switch interface along with a crosshair adapter to get it working on the console and connect it with the controller, but alternative interfaces are available. You can try different button layouts and accessibility switches to find the best layout for you. Thank you for watching this video. We hope it's been informative, and if you've got any questions, don't hesitate to get in touch with SpecialEffect.